constantly think about what to eat, what you can have, what you can't have, what you should eat, what you shouldn't eat, what you should do now that you just ate that? If so, then do not go anywhere, because today I am sharing with you 3 things that you're going to want to do to stop thinking about food all day. And let me just share with you that this 3rd thing is hands down the most important step that really supported me in getting free from my food obsession for good. So if you're excited to get this insider scoop, then make sure to like this video so I can make more videos like this for you. Hit that subscribe button and the bell to be notified every time I post a new video. And in case you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Debbie Lichter, food addiction expert and founder of the Freedom Embodied Academy. And I help high-achieving women who have tried practically every diet and who still fall back into their sabotage cycle actually have lasting freedom from food addiction and food obsession so that you can feel comfortable in your skin and authentically shine your light in the world. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do to stop thinking about food all day is to get out of your head and get connected in your body. Here's the thing, is that most of the women that I speak to who struggle with their relationship with food are also obsessed about fixing and changing their bodies. But here's the thing. We are rarely actually in our bodies. We're usually up in our heads analyzing our bodies, judging our bodies, fixing ourselves, or planning about how we're going to fix ourselves. And get this, when you are chronically up in your head, it actually creates anxiety. So modern neuroscience has actually discovered what they're calling the diseases of disembodiment. Disembodiment meaning not being in your body because you're stuck up in your head. Listen to see if you relate to any of these: anxiety, depression, chronic pain, gut issues, eating disorders, and addictions. This is super, super serious. So here's the thing, is that when you're able to get out of your head and connect in your body, you are able to instantly feel calmer and more present, and that feeling of being authentically okay in the moment. This is an absolute game changer, because you can't be present in your body and up in your head at the same time. The 2 things just don't even go together. So if you're able to really cultivate the capacity to be present and connected inside of your body, the obsession with food won't even be there. So I want to support you in really learning how to do this, which is why I'm going to leave a link below with my Instant Embodiment Reset Guide. So this free download has 5 simple practices to help you to get out of your head and get comfortable in your skin. And they're really, really useful. You can use them and apply them throughout your day, which is great, so that you don't have to be thinking about food all the time. Okay, so I want to know, do you relate to being chronically up in your head and not connected in your body? Go ahead and leave a comment below. Okay, so the second thing that you're going to want to do to stop thinking about food all day is to get real with what you feel. So like we just said, most of us are walking through our day pretty disconnected from ourselves. We are overly conscious of how other people are perceiving us. We might even be really obsessed about our own self-perception. But when it really comes down to what we truly need and what we truly feel from moment to moment, we are typically very unaware of that. We may recognize anxiety or stress, but here's the thing, is that anxiety and stress are not feelings. Anxiety and stress are what we feel when we don't want to actually feel what's underneath the anxiety and the stress. This is why checking in with yourself throughout the day is so important, especially if you're thinking about food, because chances are underneath those obsessive food thoughts or that anxiety or that stress is actually some hurt or some anger or some sadness or some feelings of inadequacy or some fear. And when you allow yourself to really connect with what's actually going on for you, not only do the obsessive thoughts go away, but you actually are able to address what's really going on and give yourself what you actually need. And this works even if you're not really sure what you're feeling. You can still pause and notice, oh, I feel tense inside or I feel uncomfortable inside. That is perfectly sufficient. And a recommendation is that when you get real with what you feel, or you just register that you have an internal tension, an internal discomfort, an internal dis-ease, I recommend that you try one or both of these practices. So the first practice is to simply ask yourself, what do I need right now? Which is an incredibly powerful question to ask, because we usually never ask ourselves that question throughout the day. We just are kind of on autopilot, right? So that's a wonderful way for you to connect with yourself. Another practice that I highly recommend, especially if you have more of a spiritual orientation to life, is to ask Spirit, Source, God, please hold me in my discomfort. This is such a powerful practice and tool I hope you implement. Okay, so the third and most important thing to do to stop thinking about food all day is to learn how to operate from inner trust instead of from external rules and plans. So most women that I talk to have complete self-doubt when it comes to what to eat. They have no confidence in their ability to make healthy choices for themselves, and so it causes them to rely on outside answers and opinions. And if you relate to this, then you might also relate to being completely obsessed and fixated and focused on some plan or some protocol or some program that is telling you what to eat, someone else's opinion of what you need to put in your body. And sometimes you might feel like you're getting real traction and progress because you're sticking to the plan, maybe you're even losing some weight. But if that protocol, if that food plan, if that strategy is still keeping you obsessed with food, if it's having you have a deep fear of going off the plan or falling off the plan, then I can tell you right now that it is a strategy that is only a temporary fix. It's actually keeping you in that dynamic of not trusting yourself, relying on the outside, and that ultimately is going to prevent you from really, truly having freedom from food. Because let me just say this, freedom from food is being free from the obsession around food. It's being able to enjoy food that feels good, that you actually like eating, and being freed up energetically and mentally to go out and to live a full and rich life instead of living to eat. And the key to having that kind of freedom is to learn how to trust yourself internally so you can be intuitively guided to the foods that feel good in your body. So if part of you is saying, okay, great, but I don't know how to do that, I just want to say you're not alone. In fact, in my experience, most of the women that I speak with were actually blocked from our own inner guidance, blocked from our ability to trust ourselves. And so we don't have access to that, which is why this is a huge part that we focus on in the Freedom Embodied Academy, because I found that when a woman is guided along a proven pathway of getting free from the things that are blocking her from herself, from her own capacity to trust herself, she's able to return to that deep place of authenticity, of inner trust, and the obsession with food just goes away. So if you want to know more about how you can learn to trust yourself, to make healthy choices with food, and have the food obsession completely go away, I will leave a link below. I highly recommend that you schedule a free from food strategy call with my team. So what we'll be able to do on this call is help you get further clarity on what it is that you want, if anything were possible, what's getting in the way of you having that, and we'll help you put together a mini plan and get clarity on your very next steps for getting on your path of freedom. So there you have it, 3 powerful tools to help you to stop thinking about food all day. If you got some value from this video, please give it a like and make sure to subscribe and watch this video next, and I will see you next time.